Here again with the Kasparov Gambit. Here I'm gonna let the DGT Centaur play the white pieces, and I'm gonna let this Shredder chess app play the black pieces. Presumably, I think that the Shredder Android app is stronger, so that's why I'm gonna let it play black. So without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get this right here started. So let me go back here, and I'm gonna tell the computer to play white. Okay, the computer plays white. Okay, boom. So we're good. We're good. I just wanted to double check here. Okay. Okay, everything is so far so good. This is exactly what ChessGenius did. It went that knight back to F3. I thought it was a semi-weird move. And this is actually a 10-minute game because I would like to play with an increment with this, but the DGT Centaur doesn't offer any increment-based time controls. Okay. All right. Seemingly we're getting a little aggressive here. Seemingly we have definitely a different vibe to this game than with the ChessGenius playing the King performance. Right now it's relatively equal. It's a little bit in white's favor, according to Shredder's evaluations here, but I still think overall this opening has a lot to offer both sides. So let's just see how it goes here. Okay. So. Okay. Maybe he's just going to go ahead bishop take knight. That's what kind of makes sense to kind of weaken that d5 pawn. Make that a semi-target here. Okay. He's playing to kind of DGT Centaur, so you're going to have to get out of here. All right. I wonder when black is going to play e4 in this position. Wonder when he's gonna play. And actually another thing I did, I know y'all might hear a little noise when Shredder's moving, but I think it's giving me a little audible cue. You know, it's helping me do the move transmission here. So I won't like, you know, get out of too far off base here. Maybe that's what I should do, turn the sound up on the board. Maybe that could help me in the future. But anyway, this is looking real interesting here. It is black's move. Let's see what black does. Okay, so he's not even going for the classic e4 setup here, where he's getting that piece down there. I think he's just going straight for the king here. Definitely don't see no reason why not to go ahead and pawn takes pawn. Yeah. Don't see no reason why not. Okay. Go ahead and take that. I mean, this could turn out to be quite an interesting game because that d5 pawn. I mean, black actually pawn right now is attacked right now. His e5 pawn is attacked, but that d5 pawn may offer some counter chances here. Okay. Oh yeah, and the DGT Centaur is on expert mode, by the way. I should have showed that, but it's definitely on expert mode. And the Shredder chess engine is on expert as well. You know why he just gave up that pawn? That's be interesting. Maybe he's getting activity with his rook or something. He's gonna put his rook to e8, I guess. Okay, deploying. That's a good outpost for the queen, though. So far, so good. I'm really loving this situation here. The times are quite different. I have one time on the Shredder, they're about the same time, but on my DGT Centaur, I'm not sure how this move transmission is probably has something to do with actually physically having to actually move the pieces versus just dragging a piece. But obviously, at any rate, if the time runs out, we're going to continue playing. Shredder still likes white, though, even though it just sacrificed another pawn. I mean, this is quite interesting here. He's going to have to neutralize that B2 bishop somehow, because that could be the piece that would okay. I wonder why he didn't just take that. I had to go back and look at that tactic. I must have missed something here. Something I missed on that tactic. I had to go back and review it. Trying to think of what it was. See here. I guess I would be expecting some point he's gonna have to release his bishop here. Wonder what Shredder's gonna do with that bishop. Maybe is he gonna play something like B6 and go bishop B7? He's routing his knight here. That's interesting. A long castle. I mean, that side isn't too unsafe. I mean, being that, now that B7 pawn wasn't there, that might be a bad idea, but the B7 pawn it does offer some shielding from the enemy, so. It does offer a little shielding. And it doesn't want to seem like DGT doesn't want to give up his best piece. Okay. Is he just going to snap that off? That would be interesting if he went ahead and traded his queen for 2 pieces. Ooh, now that's dirty. So he has to deploy this bishop at some point. Maybe now's a good time to get the bishop out there so he can go ahead and bring the rook over. Maybe now's a good time. They're definitely maneuvering. Now this is a much more interesting game. So I'll have to go back and look at my Millennium King performance board. Maybe I had it on some setting because I got to be honest, that game it played, it definitely wasn't representative of an engine that's supposed to be around 2400. Like it was, yeah, it didn't play that well to me. But at any rate, I still love the board a lot. I mean, it has a lot to offer. I'm gonna tell you that. Played a few games on Lichess with it today. I mean, it feels good to actually play with some real pieces. So maybe knight. Maybe he want to go ahead and get rid of one of those knights. It's hard to deal with that B2 bishop. That B2 bishop is kind of going to be what I believe is DGT Centaur's his thing to go to. Still about even though. Yeah, that's what I would have done. I want to just go ahead and we need to trade a knight. And he don't have really anything better to do than take it. I'm sure he's going to take it with taking it with the rook. He's getting a little active here. Okay. I'll say probably rook a6 to c6 maybe. That might be a good move. Starting to put a little pressure on c4 maybe at some point. I don't know. The DGT Centaur is giving Shredder a run for his money though. And now it's seeming like DGT Centaur is kind of losing grip here a little bit. Yeah, he is threatening to trade his queen right now. So if he was a traded queen, that would definitely be in DGT Centaur's favor, without a doubt. That would definitely be in his favor, without a doubt. Yep, finally got that bishop out there. That's just what I've been waiting on. Looks like it's in black favor a little bit. Trying to undermine his king. So he might end up sacrificing that bishop on g2 at some point as well, probably for a perpetual check or something. If he pushes right now, okay, I was about to say, if he pushed, that might have been a chance for a perpetual check. Okay. Yeah, that's having to move between two pieces. That's really, because look at the time difference on the Shredder app versus the time difference on the DGT Centaur. I really need an increment. And DGT unfortunately doesn't offer an increment. That's the thing. If it offered an increment, it'd be a much better thing. That's maybe one addition they should have added to this board. And the way it stands, if I understand correctly, you can't update this board any kind of way. It doesn't connect to the internet. Maybe, you know, the community has found a way to maybe do some software updates or add things to it. But as far as I know, you can't really add anything to it. Let's just say the average user is not going to be able to add anything to it. And that's, you know, it would be nice if you could at least had an increment, for sure. If you can add an increment, that would be superb. This is pretty neat, because I see some weird line where they do, once they trade all these pieces off, the king could go something like e2, f3, and g2 and be safe, and the two pawns can run up the middle of the board. Maybe even something they be on king on h4. Oh shit, I forgot to take, see, there go my problem there, yeah. But yeah, anyway, it's still looking pretty good. Okay, that black bishop is the thing. Then he probably bring his queen to, okay. Asking for a queen trade. And he says, no, we don't want any of that. We don't want any of your king trading for sure. We don't want any of this king trading for sure. I mean, queen trading. Let's see. Okay. But black is some kind of with DGT Centaur here kind of slipped into a bad situation here. Yeah, that's the kind of route I was thinking. But DGT's, but I tell you, Shredder's, I mean, this might be a nasty ending here. I'm hoping it is, because I want to see a really good game. Everybody loves to see a good game. But yeah, I think Shredder played the Kasparov Gambit correctly. Now, don't forget now, the DGT Centaur is a bit weaker, and I think even on expert mode that it's not like the full strength stockfish. It can't be, because, I mean, it just can't be, because if that was the case, I mean, it will win. I mean, even Stockfish 8 or 9 is pretty much stronger than every engine out right now. And I think this board here is based on an older version of Stockfish, like maybe 9 or 10, I believe. Maybe even Stockfish 8. I don't really know. But okay. That's nasty. Black's king is well protected. Bishop pin, threatening check right now with the queen. Yeah, this has got to be super winning. Then this broke takes. I mean, DGT Centaur was hanging in there for a minute. I tell you, he was doing pretty good. But again, it just didn't survive. We'll go ahead and let this finish out here. Won't be long now. Ooh, that's dirty. I mean, he essentially got to take it. Oh man, he's just giving the queen up. Well, let's just let him give the queen up, then checkmate. All right, well, that's it. That was a pretty interesting game of the Kasparov Gambit. And with that said, very unusual position here in the end. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video.